k0nfig, how you doing, man?
Well, pretty good. I feel like we played a good match today, and we like both the games. I think we kept the head cool, and yeah, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations. Obviously, you qualified after one day for the next stage. Talk to us about like you joining NIP. It was pretty surprising for everyone. You had a tragic episode before the blast with the whole stand-in situation, and all of a sudden you are NIP. You're here. You're playing well. You're qualified. What's up with that?
I mean, yeah, well, the whole situation is kind of stressful, to be honest. Like, I'm getting thrown into a brand new team, and we only had like a half practice day in total, so I played like probably not even all the maps yet. So of course I'm like a little bit uncomfortable, but yeah, it's a good feeling even though. And the whole phase situation is just unlucky. Like there's nothing wrong with what happened, and then of course you gotta respect the rules.
Yeah, definitely. The second thing coming into the comms, obviously you are used to speaking English, you expect from complexity, and after that, right now they have the new player Hat-Trick. You know, he's like, how is the comms when it comes to that in the game things?
He's developing every day. Like we're trying to teach him as much as possible. Like you shouldn't, of course, feed him everything at once because then he won't remember everything. So we're trying to add little by little, and then yeah, he's just developing every day, and it's really nice to see.
What have you thought so far, or your initial impression on Alexi B's calling?
I'm surprised, honestly. I feel like, of course, this is like the first tournament we're playing, and there's like a honeymoon period, and then we have going into practice, and then we get to know each other and all that stuff. But right now, it feels really good. Like he's really good at like micromanaging and then actually thinking about the bigger picture instead of just thinking about himself and what situation he's in. So yeah, it feels pretty good. It feels like it would fit my style when I'm like integrated enough in the system a lot.
How does some of the positions and roles feel? I mean, we've only seen a couple maps from you guys so far, but would you say that you're getting to play a lot of your favorite spots, or are you having to mix around a little bit more?
I mean, we have a little bit of a role clash right now, so
Right.
I'm playing like some really uncomfortable position for me that I haven't played for like 2 years or even 3 years. So there's a big like a learning process for me, and then yeah, I mean, we have to figure out like what we want to do next. If we want to switch something around, or we should keep the things that we're doing now, then I need to like focus more on like the situation, like the positions I'm playing and what situations I'm ending in. But yeah, I think that it's kind of rough, but I feel like we're in like a good stream right now. So yeah, I'm just happy that we actually won a game.
It's interesting that you mentioned that, when it comes to you, your natural instincts to be aggressive, like that's just, the way you play the game. Coming into this team, is it going to be like a little bit more, against those instincts, or are you just going to be unleashed, into the
I think like this tournament right now, I feel like I just want to make everybody else comfortable, so I'll be the most uncomfortable. So they will play their NIP CS that they know of and that they've played like for a long time. So yeah, I mean, I'll try to be aggressive in the right situations, but of course it's new for me as well. So I might make some mistakes, as you've seen on both maps, or all 3 maps that we've played today. But yeah, I'm just happy that it actually worked out and we actually got a win, because that just gives confidence to the players.
I mean, speaking about that process, right? We had the best of one earlier. That was a nuke game. You have a second nuke game coming into this. You guys looked so much more comfortable, even just between those two. What happens in that, I don't know, 2-3 hour break you had between the series? What changes? What are you guys talking about?
I mean, we talked a lot about like just focusing on our game and then doing the stress that we've prepared, and not like trying to make some magic happen with a new strat that no one has done before. So we just try to go in our comfort zone and just follow the game plan that we made before the game. And also just communicating with each other, talking, ping-ponging, and just having a good time and actually enjoy being here. And I think that was what we did.
Just one more question that I have is like, at first map on Nuke, you were down 2-5, 1-5, something like that. Then something changed. You made the adjustment. What happened?
I think that we kind of figured out that we were doing something wrong with the rotations, that we were like double stacking under and stuff like that, and we were like talking about it in the tactical pause that, remember what we're doing, boys, just focus on the game plan, like talk to each other. And it was like people weren't like saying a lot of stuff when they ran out of spawn, so there was like a lot of question marks going on. And yeah, I just feel like we became more comfortable after people actually started talking to each other.
I got one more. You're playing with Hat-Trick. We kind of have seen a little bit of him at Blast, but I guess you kind of had a slew of different operas you were playing with on Astralis, like Farlig and Lucky. How does Hat-Trick feel in comparison to them?
I mean, he's like a young Monesi, right? You gotta form him into being a really good AWPer. He has a lot of stuff to learn, but he's like, he wants to learn so bad, and he's playing the game, he's watching demos, so it's like, it just feels really healthy to having a guy like that on the team that wants to like just suck all the information in that you're giving him, and then yeah, he just brings a good mood to the team. So he's just a really good guy, to be honest.
I know you guys keep
There you
queuing
go.
up. You had one last, but we've got some time here. They had a 2-0.
Okay.
It was very quick, so we got a little bit of time here. Sticking on the head trick question, right? I think one thing that I've really been enjoying, that it's always interesting to see when players make that jump up, is he's done a little bit of the interviews. You know, we've seen him on the player cams, and I'm getting this impression that, I mean, this is a big stage, right? This is the biggest he's ever been in. There's a lot of cameras. There's a lot of lights. That's a transition. You've been in this circus for a long time at this point. You have a lot of experience with it. Is that something that you and the rest of your teammates are sort of helping him to adjust to, the things that aren't just in the server, right? There's a lot of adjustment outside of it.
I mean, like, he's an ice cold killer, to be honest. Like, we don't really learn him that much about like being here as a teammate. If there's anything he wants to talk about, we of course talk about it, and we also have Trolls who's helping us out in the team, Robbel. So yeah, I feel like we're just doing what we need to do, and then focusing on the games. And if there's something uncomfortable, like before the matches and stuff like that, we try to fix it instantly. But he haven't said like anything like, "Oh, I'm so nervous, guys. I'm so uncomfortable." And from his game style, like what I've been spectating, it doesn't look like he's that nervous.
You mentioned Trolls Roble. I mean, I know he's kind of got part of your support staff. Could you tell us about like his role and what he's actually providing?
Yeah, he's a everything man. He does everything for the team. He helps the players, talk with the players. He makes us talk to each other. He forces us to do activities together. Not forces, but like he's saying to us like, you should go on a walk together, you should go work out together, you should go talk together and stuff like that. So he really boosts the team's confidence in each other, and like makes us more friends than just colleagues, which I think some teams are. And
What's
I feel like that's a really good thing.
What's his exact position title?
I will just call him the king, to be honest.
The king. Okay. Is it? I think it's like.
Well, I'm a hand of the king. So
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
that's a connection here. That's a connection here. I had something and it left. Well, no. Let's talk about your opponents here, right? Spirit. They're a team that it feels like over the last year they were a team that no one really wanted to play, right? They're a very scary team in any circumstance. They made deep runs at the majors. You know, very impressive. A little more meek than we're used to seeing them. What was your impression being on the other side of the server?
They're really strong individuals. But yeah, honestly, I don't even remember that much from them. Like, I just remember getting one tapped a couple of times and getting fucking shot in the side and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like they're a really strong team, and they maybe just had a bad day. But like, you cannot say that all the time, right? When the underdog wins, like I felt like we deserved the win today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're better in every aspect of the game. Ever since that little timeout on the beginning of the nuke, it completely changed in your favor. And like I said, it was a one-way traffic for you guys. Played well, proved us wrong, and good luck on the second stage.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations again. We are going to finally let you go. Thank you for putting up with all of our
Thank you so
interrogation.
much,
That was a
boys. You'll
ton
get
of
nuggets all
information.
around here.
Congrats, man.
Enjoy.
And we're going to hear a little bit from Spirit